on. Yeah, I think that's good. Seems decent. Okay, well. Yeah, this is an FAQ video. There are 5 things. I selected 5 things that I frequently am asked about this car thing. Yeah, so the first one. The first one is all about tires, which is pretty frequent. People want to know, what size tire are you running? And did you have to put a lift on your thing? And the answer is, no, you don't have to. You can run a 285 75/16 without modifying the truck really at all. So that's there you go. That's a 33. I used to run some Toyo MTs, but have since switched over to a 35 by 12.5 with an 18-inch rim, thanks to Hunter and Lee, who were kind enough to cut me a deal on those tires and wheels. So thanks, guys. I did have to do some light modifications to fit those tires, the 35s. I banged in the pinch welds. And I'm probably going to have to do a little bit more adjusting and trimming up in the front, and definitely going to have to extend the bump stops in the rear. I'll get to the suspension later because that's another question. But second question, where did I get that Lexus Grille that everybody always comments on? The people are curious, they want to know. I got it from a company called Garage Alpha. Matt, the owner, sent me one. He was trying some prototypes and wanted to see if it would fit. He sent me one. I installed it. I did complain a little bit about the fitment. It wasn't perfect, but I'm happy to see that there's a company out there making alternative options, especially for the Lexus, since, we don't feel as special as all the Land Cruiser boys out there. And let's see. Oh yeah, third. That's 3. Lockers. Currently I have the center diff lock, which comes factory. It's just a button. On the 98 and the 99, that will automatically lock when you put the truck into low range, but you can disable that with the Pin 7 mod, which, I'll put a thing about I hate mud and the threads and all that. But yeah, so center diff locker is in there, and I've also got a front locker, which is the Eaton electric locker, and I hooked that up to an 80 series style switch, which has a front and a rear, but right now I'm just running it for the front. I have not yet pulled the third and installed a locker in the rear, so I'll get there eventually. Excuse me. But that's the idea with the lockers. Can't stress how amazing it is to have that front locker, since I never had A-Track. This is a 99, and I don't have traction control, so pretty much any chance I get, I'm looking for ways to increase my ability to grab onto obstacles. So, good to have a locker. Let's see. Final questions. I have the memory of a deceased goldfish. The fourth question pertains to actually anybody's build. So a lot of people ask me, what should I buy first? I just bought this thing and I don't know what to do with it. And I want to take it off road, and there might be some stuff that I would hit like a rock or something. Well, I would highly recommend sliders before just about anything else. If you actually plan to do some intense wheeling, you can get away with all-terrains more than you can without sliders. So sliders first, that's the short answer there. I've bashed mine on every single trail I've ever ridden, which they've held up pretty nicely. A lot of scarring, but I can't speak highly enough of the white knuckles. So there you go. Final question was all about the lift. People are curious, like, what do you have under there? Should I delete AHC? That's the big question that I get from all the Lexus owners. And my personal opinion is that no, you should not. I miss mine, the AHC, the hydraulic suspension. I miss it pretty much every day that this truck is not off-road. When I'm driving around the city or headed up to a trail on the highway, having that floaty suspension, oh man, I miss it a lot. But for my build, it got to a point where it was too heavy and the pressures were exceeded, so it only made sense that I would switch to something else. I switched over to the Ironman Foam Cell Pro, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's not anything like AHC, but that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's great for off-road handling. I love how it performs there, but on-road, it rides more like an F-150. It's not as comfortable. So my advice, if you have AHC, you should keep it as long as you can, unless something really goes wrong and it's going to cost, I'd say about $500 to $600 might be a good time to consider investing in a conventional suspension. Yoda MD has a great video about why you should keep your AHC, and I'll put that down below. Might help a couple of you who are still on the fence about that. But a lot of guys that I run with still have their AHC. They don't have all the bumpers and all the miscellaneous doodads. So I do recommend it even for heavy off-roading. That's my 10 cents there. Last but not least, that was the fifth. This is the sixth question. People ask me quite a bit, is your name actually Patch? And the short story on that is no, but yes. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Patch. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.